Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever in the world I'm finding you. Welcome to the Feminine CEO Podcast. This is Lorraine Pursell, your host here every Monday and Friday at 8 a.m. Eastern at facebook.com/Lorraine Pursell MA, where we go into topics of healing and more empowerment. I am 30 years as a counselor and a coach. I help women, heart-centered women, heal, have more confidence and more money so that they can live their great big life. So if you're a heart-centered woman, you belong here. And we have been covering in the month of April, we've started covering the topic of the number one confidence killers. And I consulted all of you as to what were your biggest confidence killers. We did family BS on Monday. Today we're going to be handling shame and guilt, and there are a few other things that I'm pulling in there from all the feedback that you all gave me. Thank you so much for the feedback. It was really helpful. As you jump on, please say hi in the comments. Let me know that you're here. If you're watching the replay, please say replay and play along with the prompts that I give you. Good morning, Vicky. Yes. Oh, that's so wonderful. I'm so happy Vicky got her new puppy. So glad that you got your new puppy named Ollie. Bless your heart, honey. So let's start by taking some deep breaths. See white light coming down through the top of your head and swirling in a counterclockwise spin of white, gold, and pink light all the way down, all the way down, all the way down, all the way down. Whew. And just releasing everything that doesn't serve you. And just mention quickly, for more of my work, go to lorrainepursell.com/empowered. LORRAINE, P as in Paul, URS as in Sam, ELL.com/EMPOWERED, and get my free gift there that will really help with your empowerment. It's my top 5 affirmations and a guided visualization. It's a 30-day empowerment guide. So yes, let's do that again. Another deep breath. White light energy coming in through the top of your head, all the way down, circulating counterclockwise, cleaning out everything that is not serving you, all the way down, all the way down. There we go. And then release it into Mother Earth. Today is the Body Talk Friday version of the Feminine CEO podcast. And this is when we consult our 50 trillion cells with what they need from us to restore and regenerate after a week of being really busy and probably not tuning in as much as we could have for what our body needs. So we'll be doing that in a few minutes. But let's talk about let's get our message from Mother Earth. Okay, Mother Earth, what is your message to us? What do you need from us today? For your planet, what do you need from us today? She's telling me belief. Mother Earth's initials are capital M, capital E. If you would put those in when you put your comment so that I know what you're referring to when I go back. Belief. Belief in your power. Gorgeous. Good morning, sister. Mother Earth's telling Vicky, be kind to yourself and love yourself. So as we embody these positive energies that Mother Earth is telling us, we are actually contributing this to the entire planet. So know that what energy you embody, when we make the effort, when we make the effort to embody a certain energy, we are actually contributing that to the planet. It's such a beautiful thing. Thank you. All right, so as you come back up to your body, start swirling in a counterclockwise spin of white, gold, and pink light, and consult your body of the pain in there, what it is trying to tell you. When you have pain, you might not have pain. I don't have pain, but if you have pain, it's your body talking to you, saying, will you please pay attention to me? I'm been ignored. This spiritual path that I've given you has been ignored. And now I'm trying to get good morning, Sean. Now I'm trying to get your attention in the best way, because there's nothing like pain to make us pay attention, right? Pardon me. I've been sneezing a little bit this morning. So, yes. And I'm going to start talking about shame and guilt being the number 2 biggest confidence killers, according to your feedback. Shame and guilt. So I'm just going to offer a process for this morning, because I don't need to talk about how shame and guilt are confidence killers, but I'm also going to throw in there more than shame and guilt from the other things that you all said. Betrayal and public humiliation would go in the category of shame and guilt. Also criticism. So criticism goes along with shaming. Betrayal goes along with shaming and guilt. What did I do wrong? Public humiliation goes along with shame and guilt. And criticism. Had one person say, it's criticism of how she runs her business. So those all, to me, go in the category of shame and guilt. So let's just call those up and just be brave with me, because I promise you, as we become familiar with shame and guilt, when we become familiar when it is happening in our bodies, then we have power over it. We can't control that it happened to us. And remember, as heart-centered women, we don't work well with a closed heart or being defensive. It doesn't jibe with us. In fact, if we go there, we are going to incur injury on our body. Does that make sense? Because it is not in vibration with who we are. We have to keep our hearts open. Well, let's just say that's our work, to keep our hearts open and to have a loving presence in the world. So when we are shamed and guilted and criticized and betrayed and have had humiliation, we want to close. Everybody does. Now, other people would just go ahead and have a defensive fest and a backlash fest. And we can't. I mean, we can, but that's going to lead us to illness, more illness, because we are heart-centered. That means we have to be thriving in our heart, or we go into dis-ease. So I'm going to also put in here past mistakes, shoulda, woulda, coulda, in the shame and guilt category. So what I want to offer to you is to have the courage to feel the shame and the guilt. This is your beginning piece to your power. Okay? Feel the shame and guilt, or just begin to feel it, or just touch the surface of feeling it. Make it real and present as much as you can right now. And even though we don't like it, making friends with it. So that when we feel the feeling of shame and guilt, we can go, oh, I recognize you, shame and guilt. Now I'm going to choose whether I'm going to continue on this downward spiral or not. Or am I going to remember who I am as a heart-centered woman, a feminine CEO of my life and my business, feminine CEO of the decisions that I make, a feminine CEO of how I decide to spend my energy. If we don't make friends with these feelings, if we don't get really familiar with these feelings, they will sideswipe us and take us off course for sometimes weeks or months, perhaps your whole life. I've worked with clients who their whole life has been spent in shame and guilt because they haven't taken this step of making friends with it. So this is in number 2 confidence killers, is shame and guilt, past mistakes, shoulda, woulda, coulda, criticism, betrayal, and public humiliation. I'm putting those all together in shame and guilt. So have the courage right now to feel it. And notice where in your body you feel it. This is actually the work that I do with my clients to bring them into their empowerment. And then everything changes for them. Everything instantly gets better when people come into coaching with me. I just had a beautiful client last night say so. Everything changes. Because I am bringing your beauty out. Bringing your beauty out. And because I've done so much of this work on myself and so many women for the past 30 years, it's like a magical space when we work together. So have the courage now to feel the shame and the guilt. Let yourself cry. Let yourself wrench over if you have to. The more you become friends, when I say friends, I mean when you can recognize it. Oh, there you are again, friend, old friend. This could be an identity, actually. Shame and guilt could be an identity of yours where you actually think that you are shame and guilt and you're addicted to the feelings of shame and guilt. So I'm inviting you into a bigger space. Reeling that in, feeling it consciously so that you can then say, I feel you now. I see that you're here. I'm choosing to remember who I am as a beautiful, heart-centered woman. So make friends with that feeling. When you make friends with it, you will be able to recognize it. You know how when you're maybe walking down the street and you see a friend, you go, hey, I see you, I recognize you. It's like that. It's been your lifelong companion anyway. So let's just feel that for a moment. And notice where in your body you feel it. Wow, I feel it in my womb. Very weird. Huh. And if I can be of service to you in this area, please reach out to me. You can message me privately in Facebook. If you're on my email list, you can email me. You can, if you're in my Facebook groups, you can mention that you'd like to work with me. We can do a free complimentary call together to see if we're a fit. Because these things will run your life and destroy you if you don't get to the bottom of it. When I say get to the bottom of it, I just mean be familiar so that when it comes up, you go, oh, there you are again, old friend. I see this, I feel this, and now I am choosing not to eat that today. I am choosing not to eat that today. I'm choosing another way. I am choosing another way. This could be your whole identity and you haven't even realized it. Isn't that interesting? This could be your whole identity and you didn't even realize it. This could be who you are, guilty and shamed. It could be your whole existence. Now, try to go forward and build a business. Try to go forward and have a good relationship when shame and guilt are your whole identity. And everything that you do in your life is because you're ashamed and because you feel guilty. Even guilty for your own existence. You can never have your power. You're like 25% of your power. But this is how I believe most of the people on the planet are functioning. And then when that trigger happens, they just go into defensive mode because they're not aware of it. And that defensiveness leads to bitterness and anger and retaliation. And that leads to disease. And so these beautiful women take themselves out because they die young from the bitterness and resentment and all of the disease that that causes. You guys, this is such powerful stuff. I cannot even begin to tell you how powerful this is. So the more you have the courage to face your shame and guilt, the feelings that it has, the feelings that it gives you in your body, where in your body you feel it, memorizing where in the body that is. The more you become friends with this feeling, so that the instant it comes on, you're like, oh, there's that. I'm not going to just function unconsciously with my heart shut down and having it run around in my head with a shitty committee. And then taint my body, have my body flooded with these hormones of guilt and shame. I'm going to recognize you. I'm going to come into a bigger space. I'm going to be the empowered me. If you'd like to set up a call, go to LorrainePursell.com/call. LorrainePursell.com/CALL. And that's LORRAINE, P as in Paul, URS as in Sam, ELL.com/call. Now that you have anchored this in your body, meaning you've anchored your awareness of it, your awareness of this feeling, it's in your body. You can't exorcise it. You can alleviate it. When I work with my clients, we get under there and we do, in a way, exorcise it. We bring it relief, but it will keep coming up until you become very, very conscious of it and decide that you are not going to go in that direction anymore. So shame, guilt, shoulda, woulda, coulda, past mistakes, criticism is shaming. Betrayal by someone is shaming and guilt. And public humiliation is shaming and guilt. These things actually make us who we are. These things actually make us who we are. We are experiencing these things because they are giving us compassion for other people. So let's tune back into our bodies. Now that part of your body that feels that, go to that part and say, what do you need from me now? What do you need from me now? How can I make you feel better? This is such deep work. Such deep work. Send love to that part of your body. And let's just send love to your entire body right now. Send it love. And just tune in to what your body needs from you to restore and regenerate over the weekend. I always see the ocean. I love and approve of myself, Sean says. Yes, from Louise Hay. I love and approve of myself. Yes, we can say that together. Put your hands on your heart and say, I love and approve of myself. Yes, yes, yes. To me, these things that we experience that are traumas, this is a trauma, make no mistake. They form us and they make us who we are so that we can then be empowered through it and be of more service to ourselves and those we love. It's the crucible. It's the fire that we have to walk through to become. No, I won't say have to walk through. It's the fire that we do walk through, and then we transmute it. And we transform through it. Or we stay bitter and resentful, blaming other people, staying eternally angry at people, and keep our hearts shut down. And in that way, we have injured ourselves. So the sooner that we can embrace, and if you're having trouble embracing this, reach out to me. So my body, what does your body need from you to restore, regenerate? Mine, I'm seeing the ocean again. Oh, I'm going to draw a card today from Ask and It Is Given, Abraham Hicks. Okay, this is perfect. I am rediscovering the art of allowing my natural well-being. I am rediscovering the art of allowing my natural well-being. We call this discipline, the art of allowing. It is the art of allowing the well-being, which makes up every particle of that which you are and that which you are, that which you come from, to continue to flow through you as you continue to be. Okay, I've got to read this again. We call this discipline. Janine's getting, her body needs rest and sleep. Yes, 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 yes. We call this discipline the art of allowing. It is the art of allowing the well-being, which makes up every particle of that which you are and that which you come from, to continue to flow through you as you continue to be. Yes, 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 yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So just feel the well-being. Feel the well-being. Feel the well-being. Feel how you are connected to Source. Feel how you are connected to God. Feel how you are connected to who that is for you, Jesus, Allah, Buddha. And own that. Own it, own it, own it. So go get my free gift and get more of my work at lorrainepurcell.com/empowered. The link is somewhere around this post. Get my 5 most powerful affirmations to remind you who you are and my visualization. 5-minute visualization that will just feed you, fuel you. I love you. I see who you are. Sending you so much love. Thank you for joining me today. And I will see you Monday with the next biggest confident killer. I'm not sure which one I'm going to choose. Could be self-doubt, could be lack of money, could be fear, could be inaction, could be social media, could be the shitty committee, could be not feeling like you have support for your business or your life. It could be feeling discounted and ignored. These are all your words. Could be fear. So I'll see where we're going next for the next biggest confidence killer, number 3. Okay, I will see you Monday, if not before. Have a wonderful weekend. Share this podcast with everyone you know. The world needs this podcast, the Feminine CEO podcast. I will see you Monday. Bye for now.